Hello and welcome to another episode of Richard and Paul Cook, a heatwave special. So we're in the middle of another, I think it's our third heatwave, so it's kind of something like 40 degrees on the patio outside and the house is rapidly heating up. This is one of the coolest rooms in the house, but we are going to be cooking.
Yes, we are.
But this is an ideal meal if you're craving pasta, you don't really want to cook a big sauce, but you really fancy eating pasta, but don't want all the rigmarole that goes with putting together a sauce, basically.
Yeah. So basically it's tasty tomatoes chopped up with a little bit of red onion, some garlic, salt, olive oil, oregano and some black pepper, and then you let it marinate for a while. So
well, it's kind of really like a salsa.
It is like a
pasta,
salsa, yeah.
And you
absolutely.
kind of serve it with hot pasta.
Yeah.
So the only cooking that you need to do is the cooking of the pasta, which can feel quite extreme in these conditions.
Absolutely, and it adds to the humidity, of course.
It does,
Yeah.
and it adds to the sweatiness. I mean, I'm sweating in places that I didn't think could sweat. And I think somebody needs to develop deodorant and antiperspirant for this area of the elbow.
Yeah, fair
Because,
enough.
frankly, it is hot conditions. So we really fancy something substantial. Because I don't know about you, Paul, but people say, "Oh, it was too hot. I didn't have an appetite."
No.
I always have an appetite in hot weather.
Absolutely.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is it because we're using more energy?
Possibly, and also we're drinking more water and more
What difference
liquids.
does that make?
Well, I think it sort of keeps your metabolism going sort of quite quickly. So I think you're burning things off.
I've always been hungry, especially on holiday.
Well, you've just always eaten
Well,
other people's food as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember being on a holiday once, I think it was Tunisia, and it was boiling hot. And it got to about 10:30 in the morning, and I thought, that little cafe is serving chips. I remember eating a big plate of chips in boiling hot weather and absolutely loving it. Anyway, I'm waffling now because my brain's not actually working properly.
Well, I had something similar to this, similar to this in Roma in, I don't know, about 2020. And I said, well, I really fancy pasta. And my friend Bruno said, well, why don't you have a hot pasta with a cold tomato sauce? And I had it in this little sort of shack. It was like a motorway. It was off a motorway, and we just sat outside on plastic chairs and had something similar to this, and it was just heavenly. It really was.
And the protein element is cheese.
Oh yeah, feta cheese.
And we're having feta, but you could have parmesan, you could
Yeah.
have cheddar if you wanted.
Yeah, I think we've gone sort of a little bit
Or
down
blue
the...
cheese.
Could have blue cheese, that would give it a very different...
Yeah.
I mean, that would sort of possibly overwhelm the tomatoes. If you don't have really good tomatoes and you fancy doing this, I think blue cheese is a good thought, because then you get your real taste and your acidity. You'll get your taste from the blue cheese and your acidity from the tomatoes.
So we're staying in the vein of quick meals to throw together, especially in this hot weather. So I think we should just get in the kitchen, Paul, and have a look at the ingredients, don't you, before I actually just flop onto the table and collapse.
Melt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard melting is a lovely thing to see.
Is it? Okay, so we're in the kitchen and we're going to have a look at the ingredients. This is Paul's gig today.
Yay! Tomatoes. We've got two types of tomatoes. Do get decent tomatoes because you want that flavour in there. They've been cut up into quite small pieces, so into quarters or into sixths. Feta cheese. Got half a red onion and also 2 cloves of garlic. Red onion chopped, thinly sliced garlic. Pasta, obviously.
Spaghetti, my favourite.
Spaghetti, your favourite. Then we're using oregano, black pepper, salt, olive oil, And these, excluding that, are all going to go together into here to be marinated.
Okay.
And then we're going to be adding afterwards some basil from our windowsill.
Lovely.
And the feta.
Great. So, what's the first thing we're going to do?
We're going to just move those over there and add the onions and the garlic into the tomatoes. Give that a little stir. Doesn't matter if the yellows and reds don't combine. It's really more about the onion and the garlic. In goes a little bit of oregano, black pepper. We'll add some more later as well. Salt, most probably about a teaspoon of salt. Now that is what's going to draw liquid out of the tomatoes.
Yeah.
So let's give that a good stir, because you want the salt to get to know the tomatoes and the onions and the garlic at this point, because we're about to add olive oil, so you want everything coated in a little bit of salt so it draws out the moisture, and then a couple of tablespoons of olive oil.
Great.
And that's it, and we're just going to leave that now for about half an hour.
Great. So it's time to put the pasta in. And we're using this wide pan because it's easier to mix the sauce into it once the pasta is cooked. And of course, we always go by the 6-minute rule. Always check your pasta after 6 minutes of cooking, because different types of pasta cook at different rates.
And we've got whole wheat.
And it's whole wheat pasta. Okay. So Paul's taking some of the pasta water, which is useful because it helps any kind of sauce you're going to add to distribute evenly in the pasta. Almost there.
Yeah. Drain it now.
Paul's going to drain the pasta now. So I'm going to stay out of the way because it's already like a sauna in here, Paul. Okay, and there's the pasta.
Heat's off.
The heat is off. So you're going to add the tomato mixture first, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Lovely, that looks very nice. And you're using a pasta fork,
Yeah.
which is a great tool. We've had this one for years from IKEA.
A little bit of the feta.
Smells great. I can smell that garlic. And of course the heat of the pasta will warm everything through and bring out the flavours.
Yeah. Don't think we need any of the water. I think there's
Really?
still a little bit of liquid in there.
Okay, fine.
Some of the basil. Now we're going to serve.
Great. Lovely. So I guess this is our main meal today, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Just a light something for this evening.
Do you want to eat that pepper?
No, I think I'm okay at the moment. I'll have some if need be. I'm so looking forward to this. I love spaghetti anyway. It's my favourite pasta. But this is perfect for summer, even though the kitchen is now like a sauna. Everything's warmed through because of the heat of the pasta, but it's warm, it's not boiling hot. And the flavour is so fresh.
Yeah.
Isn't it? The garlic and the onion coming through. Beautiful.
It's really lovely. But you do need to use decent tomatoes. Lidl at the moment has got quite a variety of British tomatoes, particularly smaller ones, and they really have fabulous flavour. You very often get the sort of plum in a big pack, plum tomatoes. They're usually very tasteless and watery, so if you're going to do this, do just spend that little bit more to get decent tomatoes.
Well, they've been good recently, Lidl, for tomatoes, haven't they? Really good.
I think these tomatoes, they come from Gloucestershire, I think.
Oh, so good. Such a good meal. I keep getting too much on my fork.
And the good thing is, because it's a cold sauce that has been put through hot pasta, as Richard said, it's warm rather than being hot. I mean, traditionally, if you're going to have this, you would most probably have it with parmesan. But
the feta is
the
lovely.
feta adds a sort of different...
Well, it adds that sort of summer vibe. You know, feta is that kind of cheese, isn't it?
Yeah. And of course, if you wanted to add olives to it, or maybe some of those roasted peppers you get in jars, cut up, that would be absolutely delicious.
Any of those Mediterranean flavours would work. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, we're going to get on and eat this. So I can really pig out. Because I'm starving. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.